Welcome to my daily yoga series. It's day 2, and today we're going to do a slow flow practice with a bit more of a focus on shoulder and upper back mobility. Let's get started. You don't need any props for today's practice, but if you know that you have sensitive knees, then you could have knee pads or a towel, something to cushion your knees, because we are going to have quite a few movements on the knees. And then when you are ready to start, find your way into child's pose. We're going to start in child's pose today, and make sure you have some space in front of you on the mat. And either bring head down onto the mat, or you can bring your hands, you can bring your arms under the head if that feels better. Give yourself a few breaths here. Just check in how you feel in your shoulders now. If you know that you have some aches, pains, tiredness, maybe even injuries around your shoulders, just be extra mindful with them as we go through the practice. And you can always skip movements, you can adjust poses so that the practice serves your body. Take another breath here, in and out, and start to slowly reach your hands, your arms further forward on the mat, bringing your palms onto the mat. And then with your next in-breath, bring yourself forward onto all fours. You might walk your hands even further forward. As you exhale, lower your pelvis down. Find a cobra pose, a back bend. Inhale there, opening the chest. And then as you exhale, round your back. And we move back into child's pose. We'll do same another 2 times. As you inhale, shift the weight forward onto your hands. Exhale, lower the pelvis down. You can bend your elbows, open your chest, and inhale in your cobra. And then as you exhale, round the back and lean your pelvis down to your feet. Again, child's pose. One more round with your in-breath, shifting the weight forward. Exhale, opening through the front. Inhaling, stay in your cobra. And then exhale, one more child's pose, rounding the back. And then as you inhale, bring yourself onto all fours. Now leave your hips on top of your knees and walk hands further forward. We'll go into puppy pose. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And as you exhale, lower your chest, your head down, leading your pelvis up. You might bring your head down to the mat. You might bend your elbows, bring forearms under the head. And just a few breaths. Opening your chest down towards the mat. Some people might want to bring their chin onto the mat if that feels good in the neck. Quite a big opening around the shoulders. Take another breath in and out. And then as you inhale, slowly bring yourself back up onto all fours. And now we're going to step our left foot forward, finding a low lunge, leaving the right knee on the mat. And then we're going to leave the right hand down. And as you inhale, start circling your left arm up. Exhale, circle the left arm down. Same again. Inhale, circling your left arm up, twisting to the left. Exhale, circling the arm down. 2 more times with your in-breath, opening your chest to the left. Exhaling down, let your neck move as well. 1 more round, inhaling up, And then exhaling down. And now bring your left hand on the inside of your left foot and rotate your right shin so it's roughly parallel to the mat. And at this point, you might bring a knee pad under the right knee. So a low warrior two, rotating the left hip open, turning chest out to the right. As you inhale, now circle your right arm up, opening your chest out to the right. Exhale, circle the right arm down. Again, inhaling, circle the right arm up. Exhaling down. 2 more times. Allow your neck, your head to move. There's quite a big opening in that left hip as well, so we can adjust your left foot if needed. Exhaling down, and now as you inhale, lift yourself all the way up to standing on that right knee, and then we're going to find ourselves into gate pose, extending the left leg out to the side, opening arms out to the sides. You might tuck your right foot toes under if you want. Once you have your right knee, right foot in a good place, as you inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, bend over your left leg into a side bend. You might even look up towards the ceiling. Next in breath, again, lift yourself up. And now exhale, bring right hand on the mat, reaching left arm overhead, finding a side bend with your left foot, your left arm reaching away from each other. Same again. Inhale, lifting up to center. Exhale, side bend out to your left. So you're opening the right side. Inhaling up to center. Exhaling, side bend the opposite way. Right hand down, left arm reaching over. Inhale one more time, lifting up. And exhaling, bending over that left leg, keeping chest open. And inhale, lifting up. Exhale, bending over that right hand, opening the left side. Pause here for an extra breath. Just opening the ribs on the left-hand side. And then we're going to close our chest down to the mat. Windmill that left hand down. And we're going to step into a downward facing dog. So step your both feet back. And in downward dog, just turn your heels from side to side. So both heels turning to the left. Both heels turning to the right. Giving some movement around the hips, lower back. One more time to both sides. And then bring yourself to center. And we're going to go from that low lunge, all these poses and movements on the other side. So now step your right foot forward. If you have a knee pad already there, you could bring it on under that left foot, already in this low lunge if you want. Leave your left hand down onto the mat. And then start to circle the right arm. So inhale, reaching the right arm up, twisting to the right. Exhaling down. With your own breath, the in-breath opening out to the side. Exhaling down, closing the chest. Inhaling, opening the chest, left arm pushing down. Exhaling down, one more round. The whole upper back, shoulders moving. And then exhale, bring your right hand on the mat, on the inside of your right foot. And now we're going to turn the left shin kind of more parallel to the top of the mat. So we find this low warrior two. And then we start to circle the left arm. Inhaling, reaching left arm up. Exhaling, circling down. And here as well, let your chest move. Inhaling up, rotating out to the left. And exhale, closing the chest as the arm comes down. 2 more rounds. Neck moving, head moving. One more circle. And then next time you reach your left arm up, lift yourself all the way up into that gate pose. And we might need to adjust the knee pad. We might need to adjust our legs a bit, so that if you need that support under that left knee, you have it there. Right leg extended, arms open on the sides. You might tuck the left toes under. And once you're here, we start to move in those side bends. So now inhale, reach your left arm up. Right hand can lean on the right leg, and exhale into a side bend. And then with the next in-breath, come back to center. Exhale, bring your left hand down, and then lengthen your right arm over, finding that opening along the right side body. Right foot stays down. Same again. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, bending over the right leg. In breath, lifting up to center. And exhalation, moving into that side bend again. Head, neck can move as well. One more full round. Inhaling up. Exhaling, bending over that right leg. And inhaling up. One more time, bring left hand down, opening the right side body. And again, pause here for an extra breath. Really reaching the right hand, the right foot away from each other. And then we're going to close the chest down to the mat. Windmill, both hands onto the mat. And step into another downward dog. Or you might choose a child's pose here if you want. Now you can put the knee pad away, or any towels, other soft props you've had there for the knee. You can put them aside. And then with your next few breaths, shift the weight forward and bring yourself to lie down on the belly. So lengthen both legs behind you. We're going to go into twisted cobras. Leave your right hand close to the right shoulder. Extend the left arm overhead. As you inhale, peel your chest off the mat. At the same time, twisting out to the right. You can even look to the right. Exhale, lower your chest down. Change arms the other way around. And with your in-breath, peel the chest off the mat, now twisting out to the left. So keeping both legs down. Exhale, lower down to the mat. One more time to both sides. Change the arms. Inhaling, opening the chest out to the right. And you might look up or you might look out to the right. Exhaling down. Allowing your upper spine, shoulder blades to move. One more time to the left. Inhale, peel the chest off the mat. Twisting out to the left. And exhale, lower down. Now bring your head down. Lengthen arms, either next to your sides or bring hands together behind the back, behind the pelvis, interlocking fingers. We're going to go into the full locust pose. Legs stay long. Now as you inhale, start to peel your chest and your legs off the mat. And either hands together behind the pelvis, or if you have arms next to your sides, you can let your arms hover off the mat as well. And send a couple of breaths towards the chest. You can look down if that keeps your neck in a better place. And then exhale slowly. Release your chest down. Then step hands under shoulders and we'll go into child's pose. So lift your chest, your belly off the mat, and then round your back into child's pose. If you want, you can now bring elbows to the mat and then bring hands, palms together behind the neck, behind the head. Take a couple of breaths in and out, just releasing the hands, the wrists. And from this child's pose, we're going to lift into a brief downward dog. So bring hands, your palms back on the mat. Lift onto hands and knees. Tuck the toes under. Exhale, lift the pelvis up into your own downward dog. Just take a couple of breaths here, in and out. Reaching pelvis away from the hands. Head can drop down between the arms. And then with your next couple of breaths, either step or jump your feet to the outside of your hands. And we're going to go into Malasana Yogi Squat. I'll turn a bit more towards you. So turn your toes slightly out to the sides and then slowly bring your pelvis down. So you lower down into your squat. And heels don't have to be on the mat. Just find a place where you can lower the pelvis down. And now you can either stay here or leave your left arm out to the side. So your left arm is keeping the left hip open. And then as you inhale, twist out to the right, reaching the right arm up. And you can stay here or you can bring your arms to a bind, bending both elbows and reaching hands, fingers together behind the pelvis, and then opening the chest one more time from there. Make sure there's no pain in the shoulders. Make sure there's no pain in the knees or hips or ankles. And with your next exhalation, release your arms. Bring both hands back onto the mat. If needed, you can adjust your feet. And we'll do same to the other side. So now you bring your right hand kind of just slightly to the outside of your right foot so you can block the right leg on the inside. And then inhale, reach left arm up, twisting out to the left. And either stay here or go for the bind, bending elbows, reaching hands or fingers together behind the pelvis, and then opening the chest up one more time. Breathing, releasing the tops of the shoulders away from the ears. And then as you exhale, slowly release your arms down, your hands down. Now bring some weight onto your hands. Lift your pelvis up, turn toes towards the top of the mat, and then fold forward into a full forward bend. And here you might gently rock, swing your upper body from side to side. It might be nice to take hold of the opposite elbow. That might release your shoulders, your upper back more. And then bring yourself to center. Slightly bend your knees, release your hands down. As you inhale, start to roll the back up. Lifting up through the belly, lifting up through the chest. Bringing yourself into mountain pose, Tadasana pose. Mountain pose is going to be our last pose today. So find a stable, secure mountain pose for yourself where you could spend a couple of minutes. Gently pressing down through the feet. Inhale, lengthen your arms up. You might look up towards the ceiling. And exhale, bring your arms down. You can slightly round your upper back. Bring your chin towards the chest. Same again. Inhale, lengthen arms up. Keeping tops of the shoulders soft. Exhale, bring arms sideways down. Again, just slightly rounding the neck, the upper back. 2 more rounds. With your in-breath, reaching up, feet pressing down. Exhaling, arms come sideways down. 1 more round. With your in-breath, reaching up. Feeling arms moving from your back. And then exhale, bring arms down, and now bring hands onto your lower belly. And cross your hands. And then we're going to focus on our breath here. Our final pose, checking in with the breath. Allow your weight to sink down towards the mat, towards the floor. Notice your breath. You can allow your in-breaths to sink all the way down towards the belly. Let yourself feel your breaths on your hands. Softening the shoulders, softening the neck. Give yourself another 5 to 10 breaths here. Notice where you can soften, where you still need to support your body in this upright pose. If you feel like you would rather continue into a Savasana pose, feel free to go lie down, add a lying down resting pose to your practice today. If you feel that you're ready to close the practice, you can bring palms together in front of the chest. And as always, at the end of the practice, most importantly, thank yourself for taking this time to move, to breathe, to check in with yourself. And I thank you very much for joining in today. Namaste. Thank you.